Cosmic Mind UV. Who You Wit Wednesdays with Empress Star. I'm the co-host. Cosmic Minds. Um, gratitude for the opportunity that Empress Star has on her platform, one of her forms. Sacred Race will be coming up soon. She's setting up her studio and different things she need to do. And we'll be right with y'all. We're gonna share this out. We're gonna see what this is all about. And we're gonna get to it. Like we always do. Peace and abundance.
All right. Welcome back. All right, we're going to be talking about spiritual warfare on the womb tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're with Who You Wit Wednesdays with Empress Star and Cosmic Mind UV. Thanks so much for coming to share this space with me. Tonight we have a very important topic. Ladies, we're going to be talking about spiritual warfare when it comes to our womb and how we can heal it and how it's affecting our lives and in ways that we don't even know.
And of course, you got Cosmic Mind UV, the co-host. So Empress Star gonna do the majority of the talking, but I'm gonna do some of the walking too. So y'all just sit back, get your sippy sip for your lippy lip, get your wine, everything gonna be fine, or whatever you sip on or you don't, or whatever have you. And then we gonna go ahead and then, just elevate how we usually do about this time. All right, peace and abundance. I'm gonna get you right back to Empress Star. You know what I'm saying? So when she get herself situated and situated.
The concept of spiritual warfare on the womb is deeply layered, intertwining ancestral memory, generational trauma, systematic oppression, and metaphysical energy. To truly understand it, we have to look at it through historical, spiritual, energetic, and cultural lenses. So, what's the definition of spiritual warfare? Spiritual warfare refers to the battle between forces of light and darkness, agreeable and disagreeable entities, often unseen but felt through emotional, physical, psychological, and spiritual imbalances. When it targets the womb, a sacred space of life, power, and intuition, it's not just personal, it's ancestral and cosmic. For melanated women, the womb is more than just a biological organ. It is a portal of creation, deeply connected to ancestral lineages. It holds genetic memory, both trauma and divine wisdom. Spiritually, the womb is a seat of intuition, creativity, and divine feminine energy. So, if there's a spiritual warfare on your womb, then your creativity will be hindered. Your energy, your divine feminine energy, you won't be able to exert that. You'll even lose your intuition because of the warfare that's going on with the womb, the way it's being affected. Spiritually, the womb is a seat of intuition, which will be lost if we have the continuous warfare that's going on against us, and if we don't start to combat it, it's going to stop the creativity and our divine energy. Attacking this space is not just about harming us women, it's about disrupting divine creation and collective healing. And we definitely need to heal collectively. Once we start to heal collectively, we'll be able to grow collectively and build collectively. There are so many different forms of spiritual warfare on the melanated womb: historical and systematic violence, enslavement and rape of our ancestors. Was not just physical, it was spiritual degradation aimed at disrupting lineage and identity. Sterilization, forced abortions, and medical experimentation. For example, J. Marion Sims, the father of gynecology, quote unquote father of gynecology, but we all know that he was just experimenting on our ancestors without any kind of anesthesia or anything, because he felt like the black woman could take so much pain. So all of the quote unquote innovations of gynecology were developed through the pain and the torment of our ancestors.
Don't take this lightly.
Please don't take this lightly.
lot of the reason why they treat you like they treat you in the hospital. Good.
And
So
a lot of the reason why we're so mistreated in the hospitals is because of him. The things that he put in place and the things that he formed and his lineage and others in that area of quote unquote expertise. That's what they forced and that's what they enforced. So hospitals, they don't look out for us. They actually need us so they can try to harvest us.
Wednesdays.
And that's absolutely why we have Who You Wit Wednesdays and Sacred Space, which is coming up. The first show will be on Monday, so that we can talk about these things and get these things out here, so we can start to heal from them and move forward. It's time for us as melanated women and men, but right now we're talking and focuses on the women. We need to heal from this, all this trauma, all this general the curses that have been set in place for us, because they know that if we're unhealed, then our men are going to be unhealed. Once we step into a place of power and build ourselves up, they have no choice but to bring themselves up to our level. But if we still live in that base level, if we still live in our lower chakras, if we just doing the low level in rat race, basically, not trying to empower yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, get out of the matrix. We all need you, everybody that's working. You need to work to save money and buy some land. You need to work to start getting off that job, because you're never going to make it. You're not going to be able to live your life purpose if you don't use that job to your ability, to help you to move forward. All right, back on the subject. So, energetic attachments and womb trauma. Unhealed sexual trauma, soul ties from unaligned partners, and supposed grief all become energetic clutter in the womb, which we need to cleanse. That's why you should incorporate yoni steams with different herbs so you can cleanse that. You should do womb meditations, etc., etc. And we're definitely gonna get into that a little bit later on. Many melanated women carry emotional trauma passed through generations, affecting fertility, intuition, and self-worth. So a lot of the trauma and a lot of the spiritual warfare that's going on with us and with our wombs is not even ours. It's our ancestors. So we have to heal that ancestral trauma of the womb so we can heal our lineages. As we start to heal our wombs, we'll be able to help the younger generations to heal their wombs. And in essence, we're going to trigger the domino effect where we're going to start to build and we're regrow and become the goddesses and the empresses and the queens that we are. Another thing with this spiritual warfare, it's psychological as well. The portrayal of melanated femininity has as hypersexual or masculine devalues the sacred balance of softness, strength, and sensuality. That's because we have to be so hard, so strong for so long. Just having the broken homes, just being in positions where you can't be the softer feminine. You have to be the more masculine feminine, because 9 times out of 10 you're by yourself. So that also adds trauma and stress into the womb. And all this stress and trauma that's affecting the womb, it just doesn't stay in the womb. It spills over into your relationships. It spills over into everyday life, your attitude, the way you treat yourself, everything, because it's unhealed trauma, unhealed pain that's just stuck there. It's just stuck there, and you need to move it around. You need to get it out of there. And if it's stuck, it's gonna develop roots and start to branch out and grow into other places in your life. And we all know how that turns out. So the spiritual impacts of this warfare: blockage in creativity and abundance. So if you're wondering why your abundance is not flowing, it's because your womb is clogged up. Unclog your womb and your abundance will flow. Disconnection from ancestral guidance. Your womb is a spiritual sacred receptor. So if your womb is full of clutter, it disconnects you from your ancestors' guidance. Even when you hear that small whisper or that nudge, a lot of times you don't listen to your intuition because everything is disconnected. So you just going haphazardly, and keep on bumping your head. But now, since you came across this is your calling to do some womb healing, some womb cleansing, some generational curse breaking when it comes to the womb, some ancestral breaking of different types of things that come to the womb. You have to go within so you can find exactly and pinpoint it. And if you don't know, you can just say a general thing, anything that's blocking my wound or my ancestors' wound. You can write that, burn and release it. And we're going to come talk about that later on as well. You can have difficulty in manifesting and birthing visions. Spiritual warfare makes you doubt your power and delay your destiny. Unconscious cycles of pain and shame around menstruation, birth, and sexuality. How many times have you did something even though you wanted to do it sexually and you felt away? That's because you have unhealed trauma in your womb. Once you heal your womb and you have those different exploits, you feel completely different. You feel free. So now we're going to talk about healing the womb and countering spiritual warfare. Like I mentioned earlier, with the yoni steams, with different herbs like mugwort, red raspberry, damanaya, and lavender. You can use rose. You can use a different kind of plants and herbs. Just look it up. Make sure you're not allergic. I'm not a doctor. You can use castor oil packs to release stored energy and improve circulation in your womb. You can do sacred womb meditations with sound healing with using 528 hertz or 963 and visualization. You can do ancestral energetic cleansing, rituals invoking Yamaya, Oshun, Mawu, because this will honor your maternal ancestors. Burn and release ceremonies to release generational trauma and soul ties. That's burn and release ceremonies to release generational trauma and soul ties. Use of protection herbs like black cohosh, rosemary, frankincense, and palo santo. You have to reclaim your divine feminine identity by doing affirmations such as, my womb is sacred, my ancestors speak through me, I release all that does not serve my power. You can also use creative expression such as dancing, painting, journaling, just a way to reawaken womb wisdom. Holistic nutrition and alignment with lunar cycles to bring harmony to your womb space. So, why does this matter? When melanated women heal their wombs, they break ancestral curses and liberate entire bloodlines. For the people in the back, they break ancestral curses and liberate entire bloodlines. So when we as women heal our wombs, we break the curses. So once the curses are broken, you liberate your entire bloodline. Do you know how much weight that holds? Do you know how much power you have? All you have to do is go within and do the work to heal our wombs, to heal the wombs. We birth conscious children, ideas, and realities that transform communities. We restore balance to earth, to a world that has long been dominated by disconnection from the divine feminine. And all we have to do is heal our wombs. Spiritual warfare on melanated womb is not just personal, it's political, ancestral, and divine. Healing the womb is an act of revolution, remembrance, and restoration. Your womb is not a battleground, it's a throne, a temple, and a portal to the cosmos. Cosmic Mind UV. Do you have anything you want to say?
All I know is gratitude for the wisdom and the elevation thus far, about the womb, the sacred womb, and the original woman, the feminine energies, portal. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, body count does matter. Sacred, holding yourself, yourself sacred. It's not about the slogans of like the power of the P and all of that stuff like that, man. It's gotta elevate, how we value the yoni and the men and women. You see what I'm saying? How it's being displayed, how you dropping it like it's hot. Yeah, man. How you dropping it, busting it open for a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta we gotta clean up a lot of that shit right there. Yeah, man. So you know, the history of spiritual warfare on the black womb is deep layered and tied to a different variation of things, control of reproductive power and systemic dismantling of black or the original woman, womanhood and divinity. When we say quote unquote spiritual warfare, we're not just talking about religion. We're talking about the war on the spiritual and of course all of the different layers. So number one, you know what I'm saying, the ancient or indigenous or African, etc., the black womb as sacred, in pre-colonial in pre-colonial indigenous, etc., and African civilizations, the black womb was revered. Women were seen as divine portals, like we were just saying, connected to the earth, cosmos, as we were saying. So it's just the elevation. That's why a lot of women, certain percentages of women are like, why is the men on the women so much? You know what I'm saying? And maybe they're not able to articulate certain points, or maybe the comprehension is lagging. You know what I'm saying? Because you play a vital role in so many aspects of what's going on, and a lot of y'all do know your power, and so it's like it's different polarities that's going on. You know what I mean? You have some women that know their power and they kind of egotistical with it. You see what I'm saying? And then you have the ones that know their power and they kind of subtle with it. So It just depends on how it's being used and or abused or not used at all. So yeah, Empress Star, what you got? You ready? You ready to get back in and give it a spin? All
Let's
right,
give it a spin.
all right, let's win.
Time to win. All right, so now we're going to talk about womb healing. Healing the womb from spiritual warfare is a sacred and intentional process. It requires addressing trauma on all levels: spiritual, emotional, physical, and ancestral. The womb holds memories to everything you've experienced and inherited. The womb
Please sit there.
holds memories of everything.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. So when you them they those you keep them they those you keep fucking around and you ain't move on completely, whether it's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, but especially physically, that yoni goddamn gonna keep remembering. So when motherfuckers be like, it's so hard to leave it alone because that motherfucker. And yo, y'all gotta stop promoting that toxic love shit too. I don't like that shit, that toxic love culture and shit. I like a little toxic. I like shit. Yo, y'all gotta level the motherfucker up out of that shit. Yeah, I mean, whatever percentage that is, you feel me? But yeah, for real, man, the womb is way more important. And like I said, you only go as high as, what I'm saying, your women. You see what I'm saying? And as far as how they treating their womb and different things in nature. And we didn't even get to the part of the genocide of going to them Caucasoids, you hear me? Going to them goddamn it genetically modified ass motherfuckers, you hear me? So, yeah, the melanin man too. We gonna get over there too, you hear me? But we on the sacred goddamn womb right now, you hear me? So what you got for me, Mr. Star? We gonna take them far.
Right, right. So the womb holds memories of everything you've experienced and inherited. And healing it is about returning to your divine power.
Body.
So
Body, you just running
body count matter.
that fun phase, just having fun, all that. If you saying that should be mattering. That should be mattering.
Yeah, it matters.
It really does.
Yeah.
But we say
And then honestly,
everything.
yeah, it remembers everything. And then honestly, you live and you learn, ladies. And once you do healing of the womb, you clear out. You clear that out. So, if for the ladies who out there and bopping, and it's time to be stopping. It's time for you to really just stop abusing your womb and, appreciate it. Let your womb, let her know how much you love her and appreciate her. How many times, think about this, like for real, on a deep level, how many times have you told your womb you appreciate her for working, especially if you've had children? How many times have you told her thank you? How many times have you said, I appreciate you when you come on your cycle, for my body working properly, for you working properly for me? You have to love her, love on her, just like you love on your husband, your king. You have to. That's womb healing.
If you Yeah, Cosmic Mind is the co-host. I'm gonna say that shit. If you have one, goddamn it, you know what I mean. If you have one, you know what I mean. And fellas, we gonna get over there to the phallus. Pause. You know what I'm saying, we gonna get over there, fellas. You know what I mean. That's gonna be my show. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna have what I'm saying, Empress Star come through. You know what I'm saying, and we gonna do the show on that. But yeah, man, it's sacred womb. Come on, Empress Star. What you got for me? What else you got for me? You know what I mean, you surprising me with all of this. You know what I mean, surprising me with all.
So, like I was saying, the womb holds memory of everything you've experienced and inherited. And healing it is about returning to your divine feminine power. Here's a small womb healing guide to help you with spiritual warfare. Spiritual healing tools, ancestral connection and ritual. Create an ancestral altar, which includes water, photos, flowers, shells, or a white cloth. Speak aloud. I call on my maternal ancestors to walk with me. I honor the woman before me. I release what no longer belongs to me. Light a white candle or even a blue candle and pour libations in gratitude. Take spiritual baths and do womb steaming. Add herbs like mugwort, lavender, red clover, red raspberry, damiana, basil, or rose. Or you can look up many different other herbs to add into your water. Speak the intentions over the water, such as I cleanse my womb of all spiritual debris and call my divine energy back. Sit in a yoni steam or soak in a bath during a full moon or a new moon. And honestly, the full or the new moon just add to this. But when you do the yoni steam, add the intentions, focus on it, focus on pushing out all the negative energy, all the pain, all the trauma, all the hurt, everything. Just focus your mind and push it out. Let your body release that pain. Let your body release that anger. And then you'll be on your way to start healing. But remember, the healing is not just for you. It's so you can heal your whole fucking bloodline. It's deeper than you just getting your shit together. You got to get your shit together for the generations that's going to come behind you. That's going to help fucking build you. Like, look around you. Aren't you tired of the bullshit that's going around? Even if you do got money, even if you do got this, even if you do got that, still look around you. You still not happy because all the shit that's going on, because your womb is not healed. It's time for us to fucking heal these wombs so our bloodlines can be happy. It's time for us to reclaim who we are as the divine feminine. Look around. Aren't you tired of these other fucking races looking at us, knowing that we are royalty, but laughing at us because now we're not stepping into that? This right here is the first step. Heal your womb so you can help your fucking bloodline. Heal your womb so you can help yourself in your relationship. Because an unhealed womb spills out. It has negative fruit. You can be doing well, but it still has negative fruit.
All I know is do shit. All I can say is do.
Okay, so back to the energetic cleansing and release. It's this is the womb meditation. Visualize a golden or violet light filling your womb space and feel the light filling it up. Repeat this. I forgive, I release, I am safe, I am whole, my womb is divine. Breathe deep into your sacral chakra. Breathing in healing, love, peace, prosperity, abundance, love, joy, happiness. And as you exhale, you release shame, guilt, pain, anger, destruction, chaos, sadness, all of that. You release it and you let it go. You release trauma, you release soul ties, you release everything that's hindering you, stopping you, and holding you back from being the best version, from healing your womb so you can be the best you that you can be. the best you that you were sent here to be. Not just for you, for your whole bloodline. I'm gonna need you to remember that. This is some heavy shit. This not nothing to be playing with lightly. Like, it's time out to be playing and placating. We've been coddled long enough. Now it's time for us to snap out of this shit. We can't say that we're all woke and spiritual and this and that, and we're not doing the necessary work to heal our wounds. Because if we were healing our wounds, we will be working together a lot more than what we're doing at this point, at this juncture. I've talked to many, 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 many women, and all said, yes, let's do this. Let's start this. But no one followed through. And I wonder why that is. Even though we so spiritual, our wounds are not completely healed. Because if so, we will follow through. We will follow up. We will enter and understand that we need to work together. Every time you say you're going to do something and don't do it, you hurt your womb. Your womb remembers that. So as you continue to say you're going to do something and don't follow through and do it, your womb is going to automatically put up a shield and protect you from not doing it. So what do you mean by that? Every time you get ready to do something, you're not going to have the motivation to continue to do it because you done messed up your womb. Your womb is not healed enough to give you the strength to put in the energy and effort to be creative enough to do what you're supposed to do. Because your womb holds your creativity. Your womb is what helps you push out and press forward and persevere. Your womb is your other mind. Not your behind.
Not your behind, but your womb is your other mind.
Woo, 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 woo. All right, I'm going to say this over. Energetic cleansing and release. Visualize a golden or violet light filling your womb space. Repeat, I forgive, I release, I am safe. I am whole, my womb is divine. Breathe deeply into your sacral chakra. Inhaling love, peace, joy, everything is going to break you free. All of the chains that's holding you, any anchor that's keeping you bound. And as you blow out, you release the pain, you release the shame, the trauma, or soul ties. You cut cords and soul ties by calling back your energy from all past partners. So when you call back this energy, it's going to make you think about, have quick glimpses, yada, 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 etc., etc., etc. You have to be strong enough to just absorb that energy, transmute that energy, and use that energy for what it was supposed to be used for. The flickers of thoughts are not for you to go back or try to relive the glory days. If it's in the past, if it's an ex, it's that for a reason. And then another thing, if all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this ex just pops into your mind, that's because he or she is thinking of you. And a lot of the times, it's not because you're thinking of him or her. So I need you to be strong enough, whoever this is for, and not go back to him or her. Your womb is more important than him or her. Let it go. Let it go. So you say, I call back all energetic cords that do not serve my highest self. I am sovereign. My womb is free. You can use a black candle and safely burn their name written on paper. And that's for someone who you're really connected to and you just can't shake this person. But you know this person is not for you. You know this person was for a time and a season and a reason. You learned that lesson, understand that lesson, move on and heal your womb from that pain. All right, so now we're going to go to the physical healing practices. Herbs and nutrition. Red raspberry leaf, burdock root, dandelion, ashwagandha, and sea moss support hormone balance. And honestly, I'm going to do a show about that because we don't even, a lot of us don't even understand how important our hormones are and understand how if it's off, if our hormones are off, how we can be off. How we need to pay more attention to taking in the herbs or the natural supplements that we need to help keep our hormones balanced. Because we already know we can be all over the place, especially when the cycle declines. All right, now. Eat womb healing foods such as sweet potatoes. I love them. Berries. And with berries, disclaimer, you have to be careful with some of these berries because we know parasites are in a lot of them. So be careful with the berries that you intake. Beets, chlorophyll, turmeric, warm teas, and iron-rich greens. Castor oil packs. You place castor oil packs, castor oil soaked cloth on your womb with intention. Lie down and speak healing. With this warmth, I melt and release stored pain and hidden trauma. So basically, you can get some castor oil, warm it up, not too hot, soak your white clean cloth in it, lay on your back or stand up, however, whatever's comfortable for you. But I prefer like the crouching position, the where you're standing straight. Okay, I'm just gonna walk you through it. Stand straight up, feet about arm width apart, and then squat all the way down and try to touch your booty cheeks to the floor. And take the cloth and hold it against your womb and speak life into your womb. And release any stored pain or hidden trauma. Emotional and trauma release. What does my womb remember that I have not spoken aloud? What I'm going to talk about now is a couple journal prompts that can help you figure out exactly what womb trauma you have, what ancestral womb trauma that your lineage or your bloodline is holding. So you can say, what does my womb remember that I have not spoken aloud? What patterns am I ready to release from my maternal lineage? And if you guys notice, I'm sorry, you're not guys, my bad. If you queens, empresses, and goddesses notice, my melanated, beautiful women, if you notice, when it says, when we're prompted to say something about our lineage, it's the maternal lineage. So the niggas, the kings, the emperors, The gods, they don't have nothing to do with this. This is 100% on us. It's on us. 100%. It don't say maternal and paternal lineage. It say I'm ready to release from my maternal lineage. And going back when it said the trauma, it comes from the maternal lineage, not the paternal. They just extra. So we need to get us together, and then the extras will get together with us. If that makes sense, which it should. You can say, what does freedom feel like in my body? It feels really good. We need breath work and sacred movement. Dance with your hips in circles, barefoot on the earth. Practice womb breathing. Breathe deep into your belly, slow and open exhale. Release sounds or tears if needed. It's a form of emotional detox. So when you're doing your deep breaths, it's basically saying, don't be quiet. Get that shit out. Deep breath in. And release. Release. Breathe deep in your womb. Focus on your womb as you're breathing deep. And release the pain. Release the anger. Release the trauma. Release anything that's not good for you in this realm and in this dimension on this timeline. It's time to release it, because shortly, it's already been a split, but it's about to be another split. And if you're not healed, you're not going to be a part of it. Don't you want to be a part of it? I know I'm going to be a part of it. Aren't you going to be a part of it?
Do.
We need to reprogram our wombs. We can reprogram them with affirmations.
So may I ask, Empress, what brings out, such passion? It sounds like usually I'm the one that's a little more accelerated in my tones. So what brings the passion in this particular space of topic?
I'm glad that you asked that, Cozmik UV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, so what makes me so passionate is because I'm tired of looking around at my melanated, beautiful sisters looking like shit. You are super Eurocentric when you look way better natural. The hair weaves, the eyelashes, all of that. The fake nails, all of that. All them chemicals are fucking you up. That's why they advertise it. If they keep you fucked up, you're not gonna be able to heal your womb. If you don't heal your womb, you can't step into the place that you're supposed to be in. So that's why I'm passionate. I'm tired of seeing all my beautiful women out here, my beautiful melanated women out here being laughed at by the other races. We better than this. We better than this. Look at our ancestors. Kings and queens that ruled the world. That ruled all of this. That were immortal, lived for thousands of years. Look what we've been reduced to and why. Okay, I understand the mentality of being enslaved and all that other stuff, but this is the year of Aquarius. It's enough information to break free and to heal that stuff. Okay, yes, we've been this and we've been that, but that time and that reign is over. The only reason you stand oppressed now is because you want to. Just think about it. What if every single black person in America quit work tomorrow, quit their job tomorrow, said, fuck this system, and work together? Then what's going to happen? We'll be okay. But you can't even get that through your mind. You can't even work together. It's like crabs in a barrel. And for what? We have more than enough. We have more than enough to be the best version of ourselves. But a lot of us still so crippled by this system, by this matrix. That's why I'm passionate. I need my beautiful melanated women to wake up, looking for a sister wife. The pool is so messed up. Like, how hard is it to find a beautiful queen that don't eat meat, that understand the poison? How hard is it to find somebody who's clean mentally, emotionally? Of course, we got our own baggage. That's understood. I'm talking about the basic shit, the basic common sense shit. Why? Why? I don't know either. All I know is welcome to Who You Wit Wednesdays. Oh my bad. And we just and we overstand. I overstand. I overstand. I don't understand because I'm not under anyone but my emperor. And on that note,
Well, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So we overstand, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got to get all of the little corrections. So here we go.
did you have anything to say?
I mean, it's the Christian indoctrination. We didn't even get into that. You see what I'm saying? How the religion and the Christian indoctrination, because all of that, you did sweep in, over it as far as the century go. But it's the cause and effects of everything. So yeah, it's the cause and effects of everything. And Who You With Wednesdays, of course, every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, or every other Wednesday, or, we'll see how everything go. And salute the Empress Star, taking you far no matter where you are. And if you would like to do, like I said, your own show through here, run your streams or whatever have you, collaborations, what I'm saying, open to that. So yeah, I think she said, quite a lot of things, what I'm saying, about healing the womb and, also, what I'm saying, the young youth girls or, what I'm saying, starseed girls, what I'm saying, make sure, they just have a little more knowledge or a lot more knowledge about, what I'm saying, the womb as well, what I'm saying, our young girls and everything, and, what I'm saying, how to hold themselves in a certain esteem, a higher esteem. And, a lot of times they're going to be looking at, what I'm saying, their feminine counterparts or feminine adults or peer group, different things around them. So it's just, being aware of, what I'm saying, just how sacred they are and how powerful they are. Like we say, with great power comes great responsibility. What I'm saying? Also, what I'm saying? The placenta, what I mean? The tree of life, you feel me? Ladies, I mean, do you want to talk about that tree of life and the placenta thing? Because, I mean, that's bananas. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying? You go into you go into, you say the what? Nah, it's no worries.
Yeah, I was saying how they take your placenta at the hospital, but if you don't want them to take it, all you have to do is sign the paperwork. I mean, that's what I did. So, yeah, it's a way. It's a loophole for everything. They need our blood. They need all of that, especially those placentas. So, beautiful ladies, when you're out there, if you have go to the hospital to have your babies, which unfortunately most of us do, I hope that we really start investing in doulas so we can have at home births. So you'll have to put your baby in this dumbass matrix just to start off. Give your baby a running start. You don't even have to. And honestly, you don't even got to sign that shit at the hospital. They can't make you sign it, can they? Give my baby. Bye. Call the police. What the police gonna say? This my baby, bitch. Bye. Okay, back to the subject. So before I left, I was talking about a couple affirmations to help reprogram the womb. My womb is a temple of love, life, and sacred power. Excuse me. All right, so I just had to get a quick little swig of water. My womb is a temple of love, life, and sacred power. I break every generational curse and replace it with divine wisdom. I am the first of many to heal. I am the blueprint. So here's a protection and fortification womb healing ritual. You can wear waist beads or obsidian crystals. Yoni eggs, only if guided. Dress your womb area in white, gold, or red. Carry or wear protection spells. Protection crystals, such as black tourmaline, obsidian, or moonstone. And one of my favorites is the carnelian. Do daily shielding by imagining a glowing aura around your womb. This is daily. Do this every day. You can actually add this into your self-care routine. Honestly, before you rise out the bed, before you rise up, shield your womb, protect your womb. A lot of times when we rise, we just run for the day. Set the alarm clock 10 minutes earlier so you can give your womb that love and see how your day start off. Matter of fact, I'm going to start doing that tomorrow. And daily from that point forward. Imagine a glowing aura around your womb and say this: no harm, no energy, not of love may enter this space. I am protected by divine light and my ancestors. Healing your womb is a ritual of resistance. When you heal, you restore the power of your ancestors and birth new realities. This is how you break spiritual warfare, by choosing. It's a choice to remember who you are. So, after I went through all that, I was like, how is that going to affect us when it comes to the relationships of our kings? So, when spiritual warfare targets the melanated womb, it deeply affects our relationships with our men on both the personal and collective levels. The womb is a portal, not just for birthing children, but for birthing love, safety, wisdom, vision, and a legacy. That's all the things that a healed, melanated woman needs to help her revolutionary man. When it's under attack or wounded, that sacred exchange between masculine and feminine energy becomes imbalanced, often unconsciously. So you don't even know you're doing this dumbass shit for no reason. Well, there is a reason. You need to heal your fucking wound. So wound warfare affects relationships with our melanated kings. How? How does it affect our men? How does it affect our relationships? An unhealed wound is disconnection from the intuition. The womb is a spiritual compass. So if you disconnect it, then your intuition is not strong enough to pick up on anything that may be crumbling or any problems that your melanated king may have because it's blocked. Your womb is blocked due to trauma, soul ties, or shame. We may mistrust that inner voice. So we may say what we need to do or even know what we need to do, but we're not going to do it. Or you might ignore the red flags or that divine small voice, struggle with intuitively overstanding and supporting our kings. We struggle to intuitively overstand or support our men. Not just, oh, I know he needs this. Let's go base level. Food, meal, sex. Food, you know what I'm saying? Just the regular base level. That's nothing. This is saying it's deeper than that. You have to connect on an intuitive level. But if your womb is not healed, then how can you connect? Because you can't even connect with yourself. So how you going to have the energy to support that king? And if you do support that king without that energy, you're going to start to resent him. Why? Because you're putting all that energy and effort into him, but you need to be putting that energy and effort into your womb so your cup can be full. So once you put that energy into your womb, you can intuitively help him. Why? Because now your cup is full. Now things are going to flow. Now you won't resent him because you have the energy and effort to support him. But if you don't heal your wound, this is going to lead to the continuous cycles of emotional misunderstanding and or misaligned partners. And we all know that how that rat race goes with the misaligned partners. I'll pass. So the wound holds generational pain, slavery, rape, abandonment, and fear. If unhealed, this trauma may attract men who also carry wounded masculine energy, which is anger, abandonment, and fear of vulnerability. Without wound healing, women may unintentionally, so you do this without even knowing it. You mother instead of partner. You challenge instead of collaborate. You distrust instead of surrender. Likewise, men may feel unsafe to lead, open up, or rise to the divine masculine, all because we have unhealed wounds. There are power struggles and reverse polarities. When the womb is under spiritual attack, feminine feminine energy is weakened or distorted. So when the womb is under spiritual attack, feminine energy is weakened or distorted. What does that mean? That means every time you about to get up and do stuff, you don't start doing it, and then your energy just trickle down and you start doing something else. Or this baby, when I say baby, I'm talking about idea that you got from the universe that you need to nurture it. Once you start to nurture it, the energy, which is the creative energy, you don't got that strength because that womb is unhealed. So it's weak and distorted. Even when you know you greatness, you can't even see your greatness because you're looking through the unhealed lens of a womb, of your womb. So even though people around you can be telling you greatness, can see the greatness in you, you're not gonna see it or feel it or even know it because your womb is unhealed. This often shows up as hyperindependence. I don't need a man. Emotional shutdown and are overgiven. Attracting, you can attract hypersexual, masculine, or emotional unavailable partners. How often do we go through that? Yeah, that's why they call it exes. There's a healthy polarity between the divine masculine and divine feminine. And it'd be easier to come to this once we heal our wounds. Let's talk about energetic entanglement, soul ties, and sexual imbalance. So every time a woman shares her womb, that's a nice way of saying having sex. Space. Every time a woman shares her womb space, an energetic imprint remains. So every time you do the do, whatever with whomever you do, a little piece of them gonna be left behind. That's a little nasty, especially when you know better. When you know better, you do better. You know better, you keep doing it. You just nasty. And it's time for us to stop being, not us, because I'm not even in that group. It's time for y'all to stop being nasty and heal your wounds. If the womb isn't cleansed, past partners' energy can interfere with current relationships. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? So, you need to dispel that energy from that past relationship. You need to let yourself air out before you just jump into the next relationship. You need to heal your womb before you just go bouncing from ding, the ding, the ding, the ding. You're not a ping pong ball. If you were, okay, heal from that. You live and you learn. That's the past you. We need you to jump timelines and be the best version of you. Heal your womb so you can heal your bloodline. Like I said, it's not just about you. So if the womb isn't cleansed from past partners, that energy can interfere with current relationships. And it comes in the forms of distrust, lack of intimacy, or emotional confusion. And who needs that? Men may feel spiritually crowded or under-received, even if nothing is physically wrong. What does that mean? Men may feel spiritually crowded or unreceived, even if nothing is physically wrong. What does that mean? Men, Cosmic, can you help me out? I'm a little stunned. It says, men may feel spiritually crowded or unreceived, even if nothing is physically wrong. What are your thoughts?
All right, well, let me see. Let me write what I'm writing real quick. Okay. So, ladies, I tell you, babies, y'all lucky. Yeah, you lucky I'm the co-host. I be wanting to jump in your chest, ain't it, man? Like I said, so this is why, I know Empress Star didn't really want me to go all the way there. However, this is why, the value of, just the knowledge shift or the mental shift or the mental reality shift, holding different uh, examples of women, whether it's entertainers or moms, aunties, cousins, homegirls, or whatever, accountable for what we present, what I'm saying, as far as, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself in public and different spectrums and environments. Now, as far as that thing, the energetical entanglement is just, some men say some women are attached to a certain dude, a certain dude. She just settling, for the current dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Certain dudes got her heart or whatever, like that. And like I said, the more promiscuous, the more the womb has a soul. The womb is like a being. It's a everything, and we know it's a portal. Like, it's so many variety of different things that we, what I'm saying. And so the more is abused, as far as, they talking about, nowadays they're talking about Pound Town and shit. I mean, come on, y'all. I don't know how, like, y'all got them in green, pink, and blue in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? No, I like y'all don't know that all of this shit that's out here. You know what I mean? That's going on and all of that. You know what I mean? Empress Star might not be familiar with that shit. You know what I mean? However, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. It just, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? The more bodies, or the more spirits, or the more beings or entities, or different things, no matter what it is, whatever variety it is, whether it's a ex, a one night stand, any type of varieties of any of that. Like I said, if the sexual connection is not intellectually or intelligently done, then usually we all go through the drama and the trauma and all the other shit. So yeah, that does affect the male, you know what I mean? Because he ladies, sometimes when, because it's portal now, that means you a transporter, eh? So that means if something's going on within with inside of y'all, because there's always something going on with inside of y'all, what I'm saying. But if it's if it's unproductive energetic emotions and feelings and eternal motion and different things of that nature, or chaos, then yeah, that will transfer, what I'm saying, to the man, as far as quote unquote men saying, they walk on eggshells and shit, and some men are scared of their women and all different types of shit, you know what I'm saying? So that definitely does affect a lot of the young youth males and different brothers and different things of that nature. So yeah. Oh, and the more bodies you have, goddammit, and the more frivolousness, and goddammit, the more hot girl summers and shit you have, and goddammit, yeah, the more all that shit, the more time the harder. Yep. And the more the harder it is for you to pair bond. The harder it is for you to bond. You hear me? You see what I'm saying? The harder it is for you to cooperate, because promiscuous Yanni and promiscuous energy, Jezebel and different energy, shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Then again, when you look, and then it's always there. It's just suppressed. That's why they say. So I'm just saying, so it depends on what level that is. So yeah. I'm gonna get the mic back. So I'm saying, Empress Star can go ahead and do her thing. Great appreciate, great value for this data and different things of that nature. Y'all make sure you share, make sure you hit the subscribe, of course, and make sure you donate. You know what I mean? Empress Star has many more great presentations. Who You Wit Wednesday, this Moon Day coming up, Sacred Spaces coming up. What's the topic for that? All right, well, to be TBA and all of that to be announced. So, yeah, here go Empress Star. She gonna take you far, no matter where you are.
Thank you so much, Cozmik, for your input for the male's perspective. All right, so men may feel spiritually crowded. That was the last thing I said, or unreceived, even if nothing is physically wrong. So they just act crazy for nothing, basically. Why they acting crazy? Because when they go inside of you, that unhealed wound is giving that man chaos, and he not met many times he's not strong enough or don't understand how to deal with that chaotic energy. So if he don't understand how to deal with that energy, what he gonna do? Start acting crazy for no reason. All right, I hope you understand everything I just said. So he can't rise if she's not rooted. The womb is an energetic anchor. So what's an anchor? It holds you down. That's what ships throw out when the waves going crazy, or when they dock. They throw out an anchor to hold them still, right? So the womb, that little piece we got in us, our womb, she is an energetic anchor. When grounded, she helps the masculine ascend. She helped that king, that emperor, she helped him rise into power. And if he's risen into power, what are we? Rising with him, right? So if she's still carrying spiritual warfare wounds, he may feel burdened by her unspoken pain. So even though you saying you okay, even though you sitting there, you good, you not good. He said, babe, what's wrong? Nothing. You don't have to say something is wrong. It's energetically on you, and he feel that. So now why are we arguing? Why are we arguing? Because I haven't healed my wound. He may not know how to support her healing. Even though he don't know, he'll be willing to help. How is that? Once you start loving on yourself, that's going to be a reflection of your outside. And even if you healing your wound silently, he going to start showing that he receiving the healing that you're doing openly. So then the unnecessary arguments are going to start disappearing. Why? Because you healing yourself. And in essence, You healing your bloodline. We're not talking about that, but I just had to let you know that the bloodline is still part of this. So once you healing your wound in silence, he gonna start showing his love and affection for you out in the open because he receiving that energy. He's picking up on that positive energetic shift. Like I was saying, he mirror your internal chaos instead of rising up to his true kingship. So that is saying you need to heal your wound, not just for you, not just for him, not just for your bloodline, but for everything. For this healing our wound is hinged on us moving back to the divine beings, the divine kings, the divine queens, divine queen empresses and emperors and gods and goddesses, whatever you call yourself. It's time for you to heal it. Heal that wound. Why you feel over sexual? Cause your wound not healed. Why you want to be celibate but you horny? Cause your wound not healed. Why you want to start this but you don't? Cause your wound not healed. Why you going from body to body to body? Cause your wound not healed. Why you want to stop that but you can't? Cause your wound not healed. Everything is hinged on us healing our wounds. So what happens when we begin to heal? We become receptive. We become desirable. We become agreeable. We're not reactive. We're not compulsive. What else? Healing the wounds allow women to receive love, not fear it. It helps us to respond with wisdom, not wounds. It helps our men, our kings, our men. It helps them to feel emotionally safe with us. We need that. If they're not emotionally safe with us, they're gonna run to the others. And we don't need them with the others. We need them with us. They're our protectors. We need to be protected. In this day and this age, have y'all seen how many of us is missing? We need them. So we need to heal our wounds so they can feel safe spiritually and emotionally. We need to heal our wounds so we can let them know that we accept them spiritually and emotionally. We need to heal our wounds so we can be strong enough to help them heal their wounds. We attract aligned masculine energy. A healed womb raises her vibration. A healed womb raises your vibration. A healed wound. When you healed and aligned, you stop attracting the riffraff. You stop attracting the he only good for one thing. You attract a strong, melanated king who's in his masculine who's in his healed masculine. Somebody you don't have to teach, train, and what may have you. It magnetizes men who are emotionally present, spiritually awakened, and ready to protect. Like I just said, they are protectors. They're ready to protect, provide, and build. And when I say provide, I'm not talking about, oh, you gonna do this, my nails, my hair. No, provision. Provide. Provide safety. Provide shelter. Provide the necessities to help you thrive. Provide emotional support. but they can provide that support if you're not emotionally healed. Provide help with the mind to help you enhance yourself. We break the generational war between melanated men and women by healing the womb. It breaks the cycle of abandonment, mistrust, competition. And competition, it opened the doors to unity, divine love, and purposeful partnerships. When they say purposeful partnerships, the only thing I can think of is poly. A poly relationship. A purposeful relationship. You build, you grow, you're protected by your king. How much more of a purposeful partnership is that? When we heal our wounds, our kings, our Netaru, our Empress, our gods, they begin to heal too. When a woman heals her wound, her energy will shift. Her partner, our future partner, may begin to feel the same inspiration. They feel the inspiration to do his shadow work. He feel the inspiration to become more emotionally intelligent, more emotionally aware. We did a show about that. He starts to reclaim his divine masculine role. The union becomes sacred, not survival based. Did you hear that? It's a sacred union, not a survival based union, not a surface level union, not a wham bam thank you ma'am union. Spiritual warfare on the melanated womb was designed to break the melanated family, divide soulmates, and distort our sacred unions. Why? We know why. Because if we not on the same page, if we not thriving in unity, if we not working together, then the powers that were are gonna win. It's time to put that down. I love you, my brother. I love you, my sister. It's time to not walk past each other and throw your nose up or frown. It's time to walk past each other and smile. It's time to walk past each other and just greet. Just a head nod or something. Just to show the empowerment. It's time out for us being so disagreeable all the time for no reason. We need to move as one body because we are one body. If you're not a part of that body, then you're going to be left because it's a whole shift, and it's time for us to reclaim our power and our authority. And that comes with letting go all the Eurocentric ways. Period, point blank. You can't hold on to the matrix if you want to move to the next level. So if you in the matrix, you need to use the matrix so you get out the matrix. Whatever provisions you need to make, you need to start doing that. Because if you don't, you're going to get rolled right over. Because this world is changing. The world ain't the world that you used to see. The world is the world that it's going to be. And if you are not putting yourself in a position, you're going to see it's going to be a bad situation for you and your bloodline. And you know what it all boils down to? Healing your motherfucking wound. Because if your wound is healed, you get clarity. You get to see. You get those downloads. Your spiritual crew going to tell you what to do. You're not going to be stuck and not know what to do, because they're gonna show you what to do because you did the work. So do the work, heal your wound so you can heal your bloodline and move forward, because if not, you're gonna be fucked, plain and simple. All right, so we all know that we need to heal our wound. because it helps restore our relationships. I'm sorry, I got cold, y'all. I'm looking for a look for a sweater. All right, forgive me. All right, I'm back. I didn't want my teeth to be chattering because I got a little cold. All right, so right back on topic. We're talking about womb healing and relationship restoration. So I'm going to give you a small ritual to help you with your relationship restoration. It helps you to release past pain. It helps to clear your womb space and to make room for divine love. And if you already got your divine love, it's just going to enhance the love that you already possess between each other. So what you'll need is a white candle, and that's for purity and healing, rose petals, or rose oil, and that's for self-love, and it's for the heart-womb connection. A bowl of water, and that's for ancestral and emotional cleansing. A pen and a paper, and that's to write down what you need to release, or what you need to draw in. And if you have this on hand, this is definitely optional. You can have some crystals such as the rose quartz, black obsidian, and like I said earlier, my favorite, the carnelian. So you cleanse your space by burning sage, palo santo, or frankincense. I love them all. What's my preference? Palo. So you can play some soft music or drum beats. I like the drum beats because it puts you into a trance, and I like the trance out. You recite this. This space is sacred. I honor my womb. I call in peace, love, and divine restoration. You write and release this on the paper. What your womb remembers, such as pain, betrayal, guilt, or fear. You can write who you need to energetically release, past lovers, traumas, or expectations. What you're ready to call in, such as divine union. If you already have divine union, you can call in peace. If you want this, fertility. And honestly, when it comes to fertility, you can birth an idea. You could be fertile with an idea. So if you want to birth an idea, pull in the fertility. Think about the idea that you want to fertilize, and not like your body as being the fertilizer so you don't get pregnant. That's just the polarity of fertility. And passion, we all know passion is good, so why not call in passion? And not even just like sexual passion to make your dream come true, passion to work with your star seeds children's passion, as we're talking about right now in a relationship, the passion to help him or her thrive and strive in whatever they put their energy into. So you safely burn the letter and say, "These burdens are no longer mine. I am free." Or you can place the letter under the bowl of rose water and leave it overnight under moonlight. But I always like to burn and release, because when you burn it, it sends the ashes into the ethers, and I feel like it's going right over into the other realm. So I like to burn it to the ash and release it, blow it out into, the universe, blow it out. So they can pick it up right then, use the energy of the air to read and understand what you just burnt and released. And after you do all of this, you must close the ritual out. And honestly, if you're doing any kind of anything, please don't forget to close out the ritual. You must close out the ritual, just showing your thanks and your homage. And sometimes you open doors that you don't even know that you open. And if you don't close out that ritual, that door is still going to be open. So any negative or or not I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm never sorry. Any disagreeable spirit or entity could come through that portal. So that's why you need to make sure you close out everything all the time. And even if you forget, you go back and you close that out. Bad things can happen if you don't close these portals. So as you're closing out this ritual, you dip your fingers into the water and gently anoint your womb area while saying, I bless this portal, I bless my heart, I bless the man who is worthy of this love. Or if you're in a relationship, you just switch it up. I bless this portal, I bless my heart, I bless, insert his name, Cozmik, who is worthy of this love. Then you can do a affirmation prayer, a couple's affirmation prayer to unite the healed womb and the rising divine masculine in love, respect, and power. You guys can speak this together, but if he's not there, you can still speak it. We are not enemies. We are allies in the spirit. I am the sacred womb and you are the divine staff. I release every curse that tried to keep us apart. I forgive you. I forgive myself. I choose love over fear. May our bond be protected by the ancestors, rooted in truth, and blessed by the Most High. Let no weapon formed against our union prosper. Let no weapon formed against our union prosper. So I repeated that twice, but both times I repeated it, it wanted me to say, let no woman formed against our union prosper. So let me say that again for the people in the back. Let no woman formed against our union prosper. And we all know that a woman can also use herself as a weapon. So anything that may try to come up against your union, and especially our union, it will not prosper. Because any weapon formed against us, we are stronger because we are united. We are united. Just like a braid. 1, pull it apart, easy. 2, a little tougher. 3, even stronger. We rise together, we heal together, we build together. And it is so. Ache, ache, ache. And here's a few affirmations. I see you, I feel you, I honor your spirit. Together, we rewrite the story of our ancestors died waiting to live. Together, we rewrite the stories our ancestors died waiting to live. We are safe with each other. My wound is healed, and so our love is whole. So after we did the womb healing and cleansing and purification of our womb, how can we recognize a divine masculine? First of all, look for a vibrational alignment, not just physical chemistry. Oh, he look good. Oh, she look good. No, look deeper than that. You can feel it. The energy, the spiritual energy will be present. He will respect your spiritual journey and your practices. He may not have all the answers, but he's willing to grow with you. He doesn't shame your softness. He communicates, he listens, and holds space for your healing without trying to fix you. He don't know the answers. He don't know all the answers. He gonna let you be soft, and he not gonna try to fix you. He gonna let you go at your own rate. He gonna let you learn how to love yourself. No, you already gonna be healed. So you already learned how to love yourself. But you have to be in a position to recognize this. If he's being letting you be soft, don't think that he's being soft. He's being masculine. He's doing what he's supposed to do. So you can be the soft feminine that you're supposed to be. So your intuition can kick in, so your spiritual crew can give you the download, so you can have the best life that you're supposed to have while you're here on this dimension. He's protective, but not controlling. He's spiritually and physically protective, but never manipulate or dominate you. He creates safety, not pressure. Safety, not pressures. He honors your womb. He speaks life into you, not confusion. He uplifts his queen and speaks with reverence about her creation, about her motherhood, and potential. There's mutual growth. He's committed to rising in the masculine energy just as long as you are rising in your divine feminine. What that sound like? 50-50 to me. So if you doing the work and he doing the work, that's 50-50, right? Is it or is it not? 100. For real, for real. Your union feels like medicine and not chaos. So you are sacred. Your womb is sacred. Your love is sacred. And when the womb and the staff unite in healing, not only are relationships restored, nations are reborn. And here's a small prayer I'm going to use to wrap this on up. Cosmic Mind UV, do you have anything to say real quick?
So, peace, y'all. Peace and abundance. Peace and abundance. Royal night, royal afternoon, whatever it is, your perspective areas. Well, man, I mean, small commercial break. All right, so small commercial break, you know what I'm saying? While Empress Star, get her notes together and situated. And so, hopefully you've been taking notes as well on all of the different viewpoints and perspectives and different great jewels and gems and all the great stuff that Empress Star has been given to you. So you're going to have a lot more. It's going to be a lot more content and presentations, and great topics of this nature. This is just part one. So Hopefully, Empress Star have a guest or some feminine energy guests for part two. So if you would like to be a guest on Who You With Wednesdays or uh, a host, just link with us and let us know so then we can work something out, do some collaboration for the nation. So, Empress Star, you ready? All right, so hold on, y'all. Peace in the button.
All right, so protecting the melanated womb is both a spiritual and physical act of reclamation. It means guarding your creative, sexual, emotional, and ancestral center, not just from harm, but from misuse, neglect, and energetic invasion. Womb protection is about sovereignty, boundaries, and sacred embodiment, and spiritual fortification. Now, like I was saying before I left, I'm going to say this small sacred room womb prayer. I return to my womb, the temple of truth, where blood remembers and the stars have proof. I honor the pain that made me wise and the women before me who prayed with their cries. I am the river and the root, the fire and the clay. I am softness and power and radiant display. I am not broken, I am becoming. And all that was stolen, I now reclaim with humming. I call back my joy, I call back my name. I am not what harmed me, I release the shame. My womb is a throne, my spirit is a flame. I rise as a healer, no longer the same. And through our union, heaven will shine. Let him be strong, let him be wise, a mirror of love with truth in his eyes. May he protect what I carry and what I see, what I birth, honoring his temple, this soil of the earth. Together we'll rise, together we'll mend, together we'll build where no weapon can end. Ache, 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 yo. And so it is. I like to thank you so much for spending your energy with me and actually healing with me in this moment during this process. We all need to start healing our wombs. Easy to say, but now it's time to put a little action toward it. So put your hand on your womb right now and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, womb. It's time for us to heal so we can heal not only ourselves, but our bloodlines as well as our kings. We need it just as much as they need it. And on that note, I'll be hanging out with you on Monday. Don't forget, sacred space. It's a great new place. Come out and hang with me. Here go Cosmic Mind UV to take you to the place where you need to be.
Gratitude again for the opportunity to co-host on Who You With Wednesdays. We got a lot of excellent, great topics of variety coming up. Sacred Space coming up on Moon Day. We're going to do another part 2 of this topic. I probably have my people's Buddha E be a special guest on part two. So that's gonna be excellent. So just make sure y'all, man, support. Make sure you share. Make sure you put your notification on. Make sure you share this to anyone that definitely this corresponds with. And you know what I'm saying, that way maybe it'll be a talking point. You can get to some different, maybe some new perspectives in your whatever type of relationships. So outside of that, guess what? Cosmic Mind UV.